Vampire folklore and legends have existed in various cultures throughout history, with each culture having its own unique interpretation of these supernatural creatures. While the concept of vampires can be traced back to ancient civilizations, the modern image of the vampire has been largely influenced by European folklore and literature. Here's an overview of vampire history. Ancient origins. The idea of blood-drinking creatures can be found in ancient civilizations such as Mesopotamia, Greece, and Rome. The ancient Assyrians and Babylonians had myths about blood-sucking demons or spirits, while the Greeks had tales of the Lamia, a female vampire-like creature who preyed on children. The Romans had legends of the Strix, a bird-like creature that fed on human flesh and blood. Eastern European folklore. The vampire, as we commonly know it today, emerged primarily from Eastern European folklore, particularly in the Balkans. The word vampire itself comes from the Slavic languages. The Slavic vampire, known as upir, or vukadlak, was believed to be the reanimated corpse of a deceased person that returned to life to feed on the blood of the living. These creatures were often associated with disease, death, and malevolence. Vlad the Impaler. One of the historical figures who inspired the vampire legend was Vlad III, also known as Vlad the Impaler, or Vlad Dracula. He was a ruler of Wallachia, a region in present-day Romania, in the 15th century. Vlad's brutal and sadistic reputation, as well as his habit of impaling his enemies on stakes, became intertwined with vampire folklore. Bram Stoker's novel, Dracula, drew inspiration from Vlad the Impaler, popularizing the vampire myth in Western literature. Literary influence. The 19th century saw a significant development of vampire lore and literature. Bram Stoker's novel, Dracula, was published in 1897 and became immensely popular, establishing many of the iconic traits associated with vampires, such as their immortality, aversion to sunlight, ability to shapeshift, and the need to drink blood. Stoker's depiction of Count Dracula shaped the modern image of the vampire in popular culture. Modern interpretations. Vampire stories gained further popularity in the 20th century through various media, including films, television, and literature. Countless vampire novels, movies, and TV series have been created, often expanding and reimagining the vampire mythos. Notable examples include Anne Rice's The Vampire Chronicles, Stephenie Meyer's Twilight series, and the TV series Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's important to note that vampire legends and beliefs vary across cultures and regions. Different folklore traditions may have different characteristics and interpretations of these creatures. The vampire remains a fascinating and enduring figure in popular culture, representing themes of immortality, forbidden desires, and the struggle between good and evil.